Hey everyone, I'm JP and welcome to the Digital Game Room. In today's episode, we have some amazing deals to check out together, all for less than $10. We have one of the best indie games on the Switch back at an all-time low, and a few new releases with introductory sales going on as well. It's a great week once again for the deals. If this happens to be your first time here, I hope you enjoy the list, and if you have a good time, please consider hitting that red button down below to become part of the crew. We do our best to find great deals every week and then bring them to the community. Plus, the weekly live streams are back in full swing, so feel free to come hang out and chat with us live anytime you get a notification. And of course, to the crew already rocking strong with us every week, thank you all very much for once again allowing us into your homes for a few minutes today. It means a lot to us for real, so again, thank you. Alright folks, and without any further ado, let's dive in and try to save some money together. As always, stay safe out there and please enjoy the video. Alright, we'll start off the list with ANIMUS. This is a single-player, first-person action RPG from True Studio and will offer a main story that lasts roughly 4 to 6 hours with a download size around 2 gigabytes. The game places us into a dark world full of monsters and your goal is to push your way through each stage. It requires strategic thinking and tactics as you have to learn combat patterns and how and when to use each attack or skill. In addition, you also have to manage skill points, equipment, materials, and learn to master defense. Now before each round you can equip new items or change your talents, and these will be the key to success. But even if you do everything right, this game is brutal on casual gamers, so keep that in mind. If you're interested in ANIMUS, make sure to check it out along with the entire series, which is currently on sale, but the first game is marked down 63% until March 3rd, matching a previous low of just $2.95. Apple Knight is a single-player action RPG designed to be fun for gamers of all ages, and it has a download size around 280 megabytes with the main story that will last roughly 3 hours or so to finish up. Now in this one, the levels are huge and have loads of secrets that you can find. There's quests and side quests, plus some pretty tough boss battles as well. The graphics are beautiful and there are weapon and armor upgrades defined, multiple difficulty modes, plus you have the endless mode which will add replayability to that 3-hour main story. This is a great value for fans of the genre, and if you're interested in Apple Knight, be sure to pick it up before the sale ends on March 11th. It's marked down 80% to just $1.99, matching an all-time low. Next up we have Blaster Master Zero. This is a single-player hybrid of side-scrolling shooter mixed with a top-down adventure game from NT Creates and has a download size around 360 megabytes, offering roughly 8 to 9 hours of gameplay on average. The graphics are reminiscent of the NES 8-bit days, and in fact the developer used the original title from the NES as a foundation to build on for this release. The side-scrolling levels have you controlling the Sophia 3, your trusty space tank, and when you enter a dungeon or other areas where you'll exit the vehicle, it switches to a top-down view and then we play as Jason. Again, there are item upgrades and weapons defined, plus again cool boss battles as well. And if you're interested in this one, make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on March 10th. It's marked down 50%, matching a previous low of just $4.99. The second and third one are also on sale as well. Next up we have Dead Z Meat. This is a single-player first-person gallery shooter from IsTom Games with a download size around 880 megabytes, and it has tons of replayability, so mileage will vary for everyone as far as how much game time you'll be able to get. The game is all about blasting zombies, and it does a great job in that regard, with only one goal being to survive each day, upgrade, and then get back to taking down more of the horde. There's a wide variety of cool weapons and power-ups you can find, plus the cartoonish look of the game makes it a little more friendly for younger gamers as well. With the lack of a wide library of different gallery-style shooters on the Switch, this is a great pickup, and right now it's currently on sale for just $2.49, marked down 75%, matching a previous low until March 3rd. Next we have Mages and Treasures. This is a single-player puzzle adventure game from Metallica Games with a download size around 65 megabytes and a main story that can be finished up in about 2 hours. It's played from a top-down view and it centers around a mage that has had all of their treasures stolen. There are several unique locations, puzzles to solve, and enemies to defeat, and it's all presented with a great retro look and sound. Now there are unlockables and new spells that you can find as well, but one thing to keep in mind is that the boss battles are a bit tough at times, and some of it's due to the game's design and not necessarily the difficulty of the bosses. Otherwise though, it's a fun little adventure that happens to be on sale this week for just $3.99, marked down 20% with an introductory discount as it's a new release, and the sale ends on March 11th. Next up we have the Oniken and Odallus bundle. This is a dual pack of single-player nostalgic old-school platformers from developer Joymasher with a download size around 120 megabytes, and it offers more than 10 hours of combined gameplay. Now with this bundle you get Oniken, which is a tough as nails platformer with 18 different levels, an optional boss rush mode, and it even has a hardcore difficulty setting as well. You also get Odallus, which is more action and exploration focused, offering some intense levels and boss battles, and again a few difficulty settings. This is definitely an amazing bundle to pick up if you're a fan of the 8-bit days, or if you like these old school platformers. Make sure to check it out before the sale ends on March 3rd. It's marked down 85%, matching a previous low of just $2.99. Next up we have Phantom Doctrine. This is a single-player strategy RPG from Forever Entertainment, offering more than 50 hours of gameplay with a download size around 6.5 gigabytes. The game tells an immersive story, interweaving multiple historical events and characters to bring to life the reality of the harsh Cold War from a unique perspective. It features next-gen turn-based combat for flexible movement and actions, an expanded battlefield allowing for players to call in reinforcements during the battle, and again a 50+ hour campaign, so there's a lot of value here. If you're interested in Phantom Doctrine, make sure to grab it up before the sale ends on March 17th. Right now it's marked down 90%, matching an all-time low of just $1.99. The XCOM 2 collection is back on sale, and these are single-player strategy RPGs from Take-Two Interactive, offering more than 40 hours of main story gameplay with a hefty download size around 24.5 gigabytes. The package includes the main campaign along with 4 additional DLC packs and the War of the Chosen expansion as well. Now in XCOM 2, Earth has been taken over and is now under alien rule, so it's our mission to rebuild XCOM through a global resistance and try to reclaim our world and save mankind. New players may feel the burn of a steep learning curve, but stick with it and you'll be in for an awesome ride. With all the DLC and the fact that the game is now currently on sale for its lowest price ever, it's definitely time to consider it. You'll be able to grab up the collection for just $4.99, marked down 90% to a new all-time low until March 7th. Barbearian is a single-player action title from Chemo Factor with a download size around 180 megabytes and a main story that will last roughly 5 to 10 hours to finish up. Now the story centers around finding our way back home through any means necessary. We have to battle our way through more than 100 action-packed levels as we collect loot and search for upgrades and other hidden items. Along the way you can find and rescue other prisoners as well. Now this is another game where you can become quickly overwhelmed by enemies, so quick reflexes are a must. After you finish taking out the horde in a specific level, you'll face off against a massive boss battle, and then once you defeat them, you can move to the next area. If you're interested in Barbearian, make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on February 28th. It's marked down 50%, matching a previous low of just $5.99. Gancho is another new release this month. It's a fun action platformer with a download size just over 310 megabytes, developed and published by East Asia Soft. In this one we play as a random Coco that finds our home planet under attack. Having just found our new laser hook, we set out to try and thwart the evil before it's too late. Now as you progress through, you can find and unlock additional playable characters as well, which was pretty cool. The boss battles and unlockables were great, there's upgrades to find, and since each run is different, there's tons of replayability with the game as well. Of course, the retro look and sound are great here on the Switch, and if you're interested in Gancho, make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on March 2nd. Right now they're offering an introductory price of just $5.59, which is a 20% discount. Next up we have Hollow Knight. This is a single-player action platformer from Team Cherry with a download size around 5.3 gigabytes and a main story that could last dozens of hours. The game is notoriously difficult and once again requires extreme skill and patience. The game set the bar in many regards when it comes to the quality expected from these indie side-scrollers, and this version includes free DLC with new content, bosses, and even more secrets to find. The art and animation is top-notch and even the worlds have character. It's hard not to be impressed with this one. The story is amazing as well, and if you still haven't played Hollow Knight, it's back on sale until March 3rd, matching a previous low of just $7.50, which is half off and a great deal indeed. Alright folks, and as always, here are some other games and series sales that are going on as well while you're already on the eShop. Alright folks, that's all for today's list, but if you're looking for more great Switch related content, please click right here. Thanks as always my friends, stay safe out there, and we'll let Little Man take us home. Bye everyone.
That's all for today's list. We hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking down below. Okay, bye!